Started by Dark. We are in the staging area where players choose to either be a player on Earth or a killer attacking Earth. Of course, I do the wrong thing. And that is the Cosmic Vault just outside the orbital plane of Neptune. It is where killers join the semi-mellifluous 10-mile diameter transparent blob known as the Entity. They join the Ichor. They gear up their anger, their animus, and they prepare to attack. We enter faster than light travel at 8 p.m. Saturday night. It takes 4 hours to travel at faster than light travel from Neptune to Earth. We're in the wormhole. Hey, everybody. We can be intimate in the wormhole. I think it's the only place we can be intimate. It's surrounded by all these wildfires. Can I show you something? Can I show you something? Wildfire update. I'm like sort of east of that sunset fire. My neighbor at the end of my street climbed her building and said she could see smoke from the Eaton fire just along the horizon, the whole horizon. And from 2 different fires. This sunset fire is out, but from 2 different fires, they're popping up all the time. This is like 4 days old. Anyways, I just wanted to give you guys an update. You don't care if I live or die. I mean, let's be honest. We're in the wormhole where, anything can happen. Oh my God, Mr. Lynch. Hey, I'm sorry to hear about your passing. Well, I'm just Peachy Keen there. I don't want to use your real... Hey. What? You're going to be a great director someday. Oh, thank you, David. I guess I'm a late bloomer, but that's quite the compliment. What else? There's no God. There's no afterlife. There's nothing. Okay, well, thank you, David. Hacka. And we arrive at Earth, ready to attack Earth. We descend. The semi-mellifluous blob flies through the air. Who's here? My God, I'm ignoring my chat. Welcome to the chat room. And now I have to change my scene collection, which I still don't know how to do. And go to... Where do we go to first? Oh. We choose a random location on Earth. So I rolled this before. And it landed, once again, same as a couple weeks ago. Just outside of Africa here. Which is all devoured. All this area is devoured. You'll see... Here we are, the entity zooming in. It landed right around here, Madagascar. All the purple is devoured, so it has to travel north. And this is an amazing area, part of Africa, because all these green areas are safe from the entity. They survive the entity. So it goes to this part of Tanzania. Is it Tanzania or Tanzania? If there's any Tanzanians in the chat, could you let me know? And it zooms in. It's a 10 square mile. I mean, it's a 100... No, it's a 10 million people populate this area. It is a fighting organization known as T4F, Tanzania for Fighting. I'm not giving any lore right now if you don't know what we're talking about. And one of the first things the entity does is it scans everyone's minds and it finds a killer for this territory. And I love this killer, everybody. I love it. It's a tsetse fly. It's a tsetse fly. Is my mic bumping? Remember when you were kids and you learned about bands of roaming tsetse flies, and they were just like, the idea was that they were these buzzing, cartoonesque clouds, and they would like be piranhas, and they would settle on you and just rip you into bones. That's what it's going to be like in this game, because I can do whatever I want. I'm in control here. No, so yeah, that's what this will be. But in reality, you know what tsetse flies do? They give you disease. They give you disease. Hacka. What are we doing next? We have our killer. I love it. So everyone, you don't know what happens in the Icker unless you're playing the game. You got to role play it. Oh, here it is. Here's Tanzania. And so 440 people are transported into the Icker, and guess what happens? We roll. It's by the way, there's no player runs this territory. It's amazing. Sometimes you run into a territory that's not run by a player or owned by a player. So they get a 5% chance to survive, and they did not survive. We go back and we edit this territory and we make it purple, because that is being devoured. It's what happens next. Oh, yeah. All life is sucked up into the Icker. Why is this? These borders are so messed up. Hey, everybody, we're doing bookkeeping while playing the game. Just to waste your life, waste your time. We already did the Lynch thing. You could leave now. That was my thing. I'm proud of myself for not going on about Lynch for 3 hours. All right, okay, whatever. What am I doing? So it sucks up all life, and just before it pollutes, it glooms, it just corrupts the entire territory forever. It chooses a treasure, a souvenir from this territory. And in this case, since we're still here, the entity made note of this before, that the Serengeti Plain is what it wants. It wants 100 square miles of the Serengeti Plain, one of the most unique landscapes on Earth. 100 square miles is just a fraction of the total mass of the land, the total width and breadth of the Serengeti Plain. I mean, it really is nothing. And animals migrate. For example, the African buffalo walks in 1 year enough to walk around the earth. That's, but it's all within the Serengeti Plain. So, where are we now? I'm wasting all kinds of life here. Oh, we change our scene. We go back. Man, my key actually just fell off today. My entire just basics that have been in place for years just decided to take a royal S on me. Don't want who's here? One person in chat. Always that one person watching me, never saying anything. And where are we? Oh, up. Where are we? Oh, this is the entity attacking Earth. It actually is Africa. This shows Asia, but this is the entity attacking Earth. So I'm a little out of order here. Then it flies through the air, and I think we already went through all this nonsense. It looks back at Earth one more time. It goes back into the wormhole to travel back to Neptune. It's carrying within its Icker 100 square miles of the Serengeti Plain. Here we are at the Cosmic Vault, and here's one I don't think I've shown yet. The entity installing the treasure. Now, this treasure it shows as a castle, but in this case, the entity is installing a new tier, the 18th tier within the Cosmic Vault. The entire tier is just called the Serengeti Plain. And it's installing it, and that's it. Then we're done. Air quality here was 444, or in the 400s recently. And it should be like more like 60. That was when the fires were raging. My car is covered in ash. My life has changed forever. Goodbye. Goodbye.